I love how she didn't once question, huh, maybe I shouldn't haul him with the TV as well.
I just get the feeling
Jesus.
she held you under one arm and the TV under the other.
Probably just had like a backpack full of the rest of my shit. God damn, who's the fucking hero of this? Who's the hero now? Yeah, so standard shit. Grab the stuff.
And the queens.
Mm,
Am I the only one who got upset taking the blender from the food court?
yep. I mean, now I got pissed off as well. Out of all the blenders, they picked one of the more useful blenders. Yeah, the one surrounded by wine and fucking ice cream.
They
I
don't
hate
even
these
give you a
fucking
chance
things.
to say goodbye. You're not allowed to use it once it's been selected. I was gonna make myself at least quick step before going, but no.
Yeah, I'm using mouse and keyboard just to kill those little helicopter fuckers. My TV! No! Treacherous fuckers. I can't remember if any of the items were in North Plaza.
I legitimately open your map and I'll show you icons.
I'm
Yes,
assuming
there's something
the...
in the grocery store.
So then I at least remembered that bit correctly. At the very least you can run past the helicopters, you don't have to fight them.
Did you say stop your heart from beating?
Did a pretty good job of that. I hope they said that. I don't want to disappoint them. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Jazzy.
Unless you got a
Really
problem with
bop
it,
your head to
tomorrow
this.
after work I'll probably play Case Zero and just get it done in one sitting. It ain't gonna take that long.
Now cooking your dinner would probably take longer. Just depends if you immediately bum rush the story or fuck around a little.
But you still have to wait till you can give her her Zombrex. So, the real question now becomes, are we going for overtime in Dead Rising 2, or are we going to go for the canon ending and then just do overtime in Off the Record?
So do overtime on both.
Because weirdly, ending A is the canon ending in 2, where you don't give TK his Zombrex. You do everything else, but just don't do that.
Yeah, magnifying glass. Sure, that's what that was.
I do still find it bizarre to this day that overtime is canon for everything except Dead Rising 2.
I kind of feel like they only did that to justify finding some sort of way to introduce Frank.
I think they also just wanted a way to make it to where Katie and Stacy got out of the city, but he didn't. They never do explain how all of them got out of the city in the overtime ending.
Meh.
I'll miss
No,
you,
wait.
Blender.
It's the wrong blender. It's a
I,
different blender.
I never realized there were two here. I always just
No,
assumed
I
it was
think
that one.
that there wasn't two blenders there. That's just a floating item. Ow. I will fucking fuck you up, guy.
Don't interrupt you in your quick step. Getting between a man and his quick step is
Chips
a
and
bad
yogurt.
idea.
How tasty does that sound? Some fucking potato chips mixed with yogurt.
Not gonna go smack it? If I remember correctly, there's nothing in Alfresco Plaza.
There we go. There's the get up.
And so I think there's nothing there.
Sadly, you never get strong enough to one-tap them. Let me double
It
check.
makes some amount of sense. Now there's two in the entrance plaza.
One more upgrade. Maybe we can get strong enough to attack one-tap them. Ow, fuck you. You know what? I'm not letting you live for that. You're coming next. But not in the sexy kind of way. There is one thing I'm gonna go out of my way to get. Yoink. Yoink. Can't stop me, fucker. I get rid of one of my heal books. Save that. Rainy day.
And do you like overtime mode? I find it kind of an anticlimactic way to end the game, but I'm not sure if that's just me.
It's anticlimactic because it was rushed. It really felt like they could have just, instead of calling it overtime mode, don't even make it a separate mode, since it's not even really a fucking mode. And just have it, the game keeps going on. Kind of seems like they want it just purely to justify giving off the vibe of a cliffhanger. That should be the one, what's called the fucking photo tuner shit and the other thing, and the spray and golden. Yeah, those things. There is one thing I am going to be going for. Recycle. Travel. Maybe once you take it once, it doesn't spawn back again. They're supposed to be the one that boosts the amount of time that drinks last. Maybe once you pick it up and throw it off somewhere, it just doesn't respawn. I do not see it. Something stupid and overlooking. There it is. Yeah, I'm just being stupid. Sadly, it doesn't automatically double the food in your inventory.
I never knew if it just doubled the time of the effects or if it actually doubled the food.
It doubles the time on the food, but it's only the food you cook while it's in your inventory.
So after that, you can just drop it.
Pretty much. Let's double check. Yep, stays doubled. I'll just keep that as a heal. Jug. Last 3 items. Fuck back over. There's the generator, then the 10 queens, and straight line to the final boss. Thank God there's at least a save point outside the final fight. Sadly, you do have to do the tank thing to fuck it up, but if my plan goes well, I'll be able to kill him without really major effort.
I made one mistake right before the ending and brought a chainsaw with me that was almost broken. So it did not last to the final bit. And had to walk all the way to it with my fists. Which, gonna say, fucking sucked. Getting ready for the bees. I am glad that the fucking nectar at minimum does just spawn bees if you wait for it to wear off.
This coffee thing, photo tuner, photo tanning, stupid shit stuff.
Are you just gonna use Spitfire final boss?
Mm-hmm. I feel it's a pretty fitting way to beat him.
How long does Spitfire last for? Is it based on how many times you spit?
Decent amount of time, but we don't need it to last very long. As far as I can tell, it doesn't the timer doesn't go down while you do the tank fight. So just pop it before you fight him, do the tank fight, and then you have a decent amount of time to spit him down. And also at least take a chunk of his health off.
Am I the only one who's kind of annoyed that she makes a quote-unquote repellent for us, and then she's the only one who gets it?
Mm-hmm.
I feel kind of lied to.
It only has a radius of like 2 feet near her. And get some $2 is off. I could have just jumped down and avoided you, but I'm not going to. Now, if you didn't realize the reason why the zombies are all dead around is because they killed them, but all the zombies out here, the only reason why they're here is because that big fuck off hold into the tunnel of death.
I legitimately don't understand why there's a hole full of zombies underneath the middle of the clock tower. I don't know if
The
I
only
missed
thing I
something.
can think is as the time went on, as the Willamette infection fucking spread to the degree it did, they eventually went through that courtyard and into these tunnels. It's the only thing I can think. I can never remember if you can find the zombified version of your pilot. Then again, if that was a thing, you probably also have an achievement for photographing them. I love how he risks it just to kick them back a little. I still feel like even with that opening, especially with how bad they are climbing, it would have taken a lot longer for all those zombies to start pouring out. Like at most, there'd probably be like 30 or 40 of them by the,
Even if this thing leads
hole.
out of here, I doubt these zombies will just let us walk right through.
Personally, I would have just risked it and gone out the front door.
Yep, 7 days today. Came out on PS5 yesterday.
Cool. Although it has mouse and keyboard support, but I'd be surprised if it doesn't. No, nothing else to me. It's running better on PS5 than better on fucking, what's it called? Right. Fuck you, little shit. Also, my the one feels like they went with like the cheapest drones they could possibly go with and tried to model them to look like little helicopters.
It doesn't even make aerodynamic sense. Those guns would weigh too much if they have that many bullets. Remnant 2 is getting a third DLC.
Dope.
Called The Dark Horizon.
So, this
He doesn't look nervous at all.
that stops the parasite growth.
Am I the one who feels like they could get rid of the parasite if they just
Ever
injected
made it
battery
before,
acid?
Or is it just a theory?
When I was working in the medical lab, my brother asked me to research a method of suppressing the parasite.
Just me on the battery acid strategy?
Extract the hormones directly.
Alright.
We synthesize them in the lab.
Look at those hand
He
gestures.
was looking to protect himself from his own terrorist scheme. He wanted a way out, is that it?
I don't know. I know he didn't bring the drug with him here.
I just want to imagine, like, the latter half of
no
the
idea
development
what
of
he
this game, the
intended to
dude
use
who
it.
handled the, like, model work and shit, like, got a
I think I'm
leap
just
in,
making an
fucking
excuse.
talent when it came to hand
Carlito
modeling and just wanted
texted
to
us the name.
fucking show it off. With this, like, last few cutscenes. Because it's just me, or does it feel like they're more expressive with their hands than they were in, like, the first half of the game?
Even if you do manage to make this drug, it won't completely cure me, will it?
I'm afraid not. When the effect wears off, the parasite will develop as it normally would.
Only finds it odd in the 3 days she was here, she has made sure to always have lipstick on.
Fat lot of good that does me.
You still there, or did you vanish?
I'm here. I just have to wait for a second to check on something.
Well, it's the only hope I've got now.
I don't know why she looks so upset at Frank. Can you imagine how, like, once he got out of this shit, just how fucking awkward, like, the next few weeks of his life had to be?
Incredibly.
This is all I need as far as supplies are concerned. Now all we need are some queens.
Yeah,
10 is not some.
Some.
Listen. Just how long do you suppose your drug will prevent me from turning into a walking corpse?
I don't know.
During my research, I was never able to conduct proper clinical studies. To a certain extent, the period of effectiveness depends on each patient's physiology. It could be a year.
She has no way to know. She only tested it on fucking children.
Fantastic.
Ah, ah, ah. He said the thing.
Walking
He said it.
zombie time bomb.
A time bomb?
What?
Once the drug's development was complete, Carlito poured his energy into starting an NPO dedicated to helping war orphans. We had 50 doses of the drug prepared. Not long after that, the NPO managed to find homes for a large group of children. Want to guess just how many?
Okay, I'm a Texan man, and even I find that fucking wallpaper tacky as fuck. Is that just me? God, it looks like they, like, fucking cut the image out and pasted it.
Are you saying he infected these kids and then gave
Somehow
them
that is the most evil thing I felt like she did. Carlito did. Was that screensaver?
I don't know. I just don't know. It is possible, though.
This. New York, DC, LA. These kids are spread
Oh, okay, I see it. It's fucking Wyoming, Montana, and fucking Idaho
Idaho,
aren't
no one
good
wanted.
enough.
The entire country could be crawling with zombies by now.
I guess you just consider those places in the world just so fucked already that it's not even worsening a zombie apocalypse there.
That we don't know for sure, that we can't warn anyone about this.
Well, what we need to do right now is prepare the
I was
homeowners
touching
to
that
be taken
bitch.
care of.
Do you see that? The moment he tried to touch the fucking screen, she immediately, like, just tilted it away from him.
You're not allowed to look at that. That's for my family eyes only.
Bring me some adult queens and I can get started. Yeah, there's one. Oh, hey, at least the zombies are back now. But no mall music. certain point, it's not gonna matter. That's
Which one
two,
did you
so
drop
8
down?
more. One of the health books. I'm probably gonna drop one of the chainsaw durability books as well. One should be enough to get through the tunnel.
I'd recommend at least refreshing your chainsaw at some point, though. That's what
I
I
already
thought,
intend
and it
on doing
broke.
that. You're all acting big till someone fucking smacks you in the nuts with fucking book.
Here, Evan.
What's up?
They added something awesome to Dead by Daylight.
Come on, Gary
2v8.
Busey. To what?
2v8. 2 killers, 8 survivors.
That's cool.
Oh, that's stupid. It's limited time. They did at least also add one thing that'll be good for you. Cross
Come on, mouse and keyboard
DLC.
support. Oh,
They've already had mouse and keyboard support for a long time. But they add cross DLC if you get it on PC and put your Steam to your PlayStation. You'll have access to all your DLC, including the Demigorgon. But sadly, the fucking 2v8 is only available until August 8th.
that's stupid. I'm assuming they don't want that to become the most popular mode, hence why they are getting rid of it.
They should at least keep it for private matches.
Let's see. I know I tend to find a lot of them over this upper area.
I want to get 7 days on console, but I have no good way of sharing it with you. And I know for a fact a certain someone will not play it.
Until it's on some sort of big ass discount. Technically, they're supposed to give a 25% discount to anyone who owns it on their prior PS4 account.
I see
So
no way to get it. It doesn't show it as that.
You'd have to look into it then. Well, that's what the price you're seeing it is now is that price. That's one. But I know that was one of the big things they were trying to do is since a lot of the console fucking players in ye olden times got fucked over because of Telltale and them, they wanted to get a fucking discount. Initially, they just wanted to have it be fucking free for anyone who owned it in the prior console, but yeah, there's no way how you're gonna get Sony or Microsoft to fucking agree to that. especially for an old ass game. Me need a new chainsaw. Oh hey, conveniently there's a queen.
Just works out that way.
Okay, so that would be 3 so far. Here, y'all hold this. By the time I finish this, I'm gonna have to come back and refresh with another chainsaw, but aside from that, mostly just running back and forth. I think I see, yeah, there's another one over there in that corner. Dope, and extra inventory slot. Where's that little shit at?